Welcome back to New England Living. I'm Rachel Holt. Up next, we're heading to Princeton, Mass. to meet with Susan Connell, founder and owner of Cornerstone Ranch. This ranch spans 55 acres. Give us an idea of what we can find on this property.
At the ranch, we have an indoor riding arena for lessons and training when it's raining or the ground is icy. We have a beautiful outdoor riding ring with wood fencing and a lot of trails. And we do yoga classes in the pavilion. We also do adult riding workshops. It's like a mini riding retreat. When we do the horse-drawn rides, I feel a great sense of pride knowing that about 100 years ago, this was our form of transportation. And it makes me feel really happy to be able to keep that alive. It's very rewarding to be able to educate people about it. For instance, the law that there's a requirement for 2 bells to be used at all times when you're driving horses. It's actually on the Massachusetts law books.
What goes into getting ready for a day on the ranch here?
Well, we start really early, usually around 7:30 a.m. We feed the horses. Then we bring them all up to the hitching post, give them a good grooming, saddle them, check all the equipment.
Having this vision over 20 years ago and turning this ranch into what it is today, especially as a woman, how do you feel about what it's turned into?
I feel proud. It's still very challenging day to day. I typically work 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day, but I guess I like it that way. It's really fulfilling because I can work with my kids. My daughter, Julia, is the head instructor and barn manager.
When you hear your horse's name called, you can push this gate open and come right through. We'll show you how to hold on to the horses. Feel free to scratch them, get to know them before you get on.
It's a great outcome. I'm really proud of her.
So you can come right over here and you can just hold right under his chin here. Okay. Feel free to scratch him. He's a good boy. Him and Dusty are best friends.
We have a strategic order of the horses. We call it the non-drama horse order. And what we have to do is match people according to their size, personality, and skill with the right horse, plus keep them together if they've driven to the ranch together.
So Kara's on Hope, and then we have Haley, you're gonna ride Dusty. And then we have Dale on Hercules.
When it comes to the horses, give us an idea of some of those big personalities we're working with.
Well, there is a pecking order, and they established that on their own, luckily. So that kind of carries through to the trail ride. Some of them are more confident, some are more sure-footed, you know, the things that you can imagine.
What are some of those benefits that people get by being around these horses? Because I see a lot of smiling faces. There seems to be a calmness to everyone here, and you can tell they're having a lot of fun.
Well, they're such large animals. I think for people to ride them for the first time or the first few times, it can be just such a great sense of accomplishment to master that and to be able to work with an animal as a team.
What is it like kind of offering this place where people can get away from the city and really enjoy nature and learn something new about animals they may or may not have been around before?
It's rewarding, and people come from pretty far away. We get people from all the major cities around, even sometimes from other countries. They come out to the ranch. It's great working with people from all walks of life.
Kara, you can start walking ahead, and then you guys can be ready to pull back. Have a great ride, everybody.
You work with all levels too.
Yes.
So you can come here as a beginner not having done anything like this before.
Yes, our trail rides are walking. The horses are familiar with that. They know that we're just going out walking. So that makes them very safe and great for people for the first time. The terrain changes throughout the year according to the weather, so it's good to keep things at a walk. But then when we're in our riding ring or arena, we can step it up and teach people on a faster level, and that's good.
For you, it must be pretty rewarding to see someone doing this for the first time and really enjoying it.
Yes, and some of those people are still with us 15 years later. So that's the ultimate too.
What makes you so passionate about teaching people about horses and sharing the love that you have for horses with them?
I see the positive effects it has on people just from their smiles. It really just fuels me to keep going. My favorite part is seeing the customers arrive at the ranch. Sometimes they're really nervous. It's fun to break the ice with them.
What are you hoping people take away from their experience here?
We hope that they have a good feeling about horses. People may ride with us for the first time, have such a good experience that they go on to take lessons at another stable that's closer to them. So I know that we're helping the horse industry, keeping the horse vibe going and promoting the whole industry of riding and driving horses. It's definitely a positive and a driving force for me. And growing up with horses and having it still be part of my life is just truly wonderful.